right, Ambitions fans, now here we go. Episode 3 just aired, and in case you're behind on the OWN YouTube channel, all 3 episodes are actually on the OWN YouTube channel. I think that's a great thing OWN is doing. At first, I thought they were only doing it for episode 1 to kind of build up hype for the series, but if this is something they will do each week, I am here for it. I think that's a great way for viewers who don't have OWN to actually catch up on the show. I know OWN is it's been stripped away from several cable packages. I've had people tell me about the haves and have-nots. You know, hey, I can't keep up with the show anymore. They've taken it off, you know, OWN from my package. So I rely on their channel for reviews and everything. And trust me, guys, if I could, I would upload the episodes. But being a full-time YouTuber, the last thing I need on my case right now is to get copyright claims and then have my channel shut down. So unfortunately, I can't upload episodes for the halves, but OWN is uploading episodes of Ambition. So I just wanted to put that out there. If you haven't started watching the show, you really do need to do it. Like, this channel is called the Haves and the Have-Nots Review, so that's the priority. While I've been watching Ambitions, putting it on the back burner. But after episode 3, I think I'm pretty sold on it, and I'll be doing my episode reviews, you know, throughout this 4th of July weekend. But I wanted to talk about Carly and Lori in this particular video, just because I feel like, you know, those two piqued my interest, or caught my attention, I guess is the correct phrase, in the last episode. And really because I've been suspicious since episode 1. What are Lori's true intentions with Carly? Now you have Carly Lanchester and Lori Purfoy. And guys, excuse me, I'm still trying to get these character names right, so if I mispronounce it, my bad. But I think that Lori is interesting because she's the public relations, you know, she's the head of public relations at her father or family's company. And, you know, I kind of relate to that because when I was in undergrad at Liberty, I was studying communications, a degree in advertising public relations. So I kind of really, you know, understand her position at the company. And I think that one of the most important things any communication major learns, and at Liberty University, obviously they didn't teach this, but they talked about it, how, you know, in terms of secular marketing and whatnot, sex sells. And thinking about Lori and Carly, I really think when you compare the two characters, I think Lori is doing to Carly what Stephanie is doing to all the male characters she's interacted with in the show so far. Literally manipulation, going for, you know, sexual weaknesses within other people. Like, literally, even when Stephanie was talking to Senior in the last episode, Evan and Rondell's father, she was like, "Ooh, it's getting warm in here. You mind if I take the jacket off?" And I'm like, "Man, that's your father-in-law." But you know what? Go ahead, Robin Givens. You still, you're 54. You still look amazing. Go for it. Now, I think that Lori might be trying to get to the Lanchester Carlisle family through Carly when you think about it, because something just, it wasn't just me. And guys, look, episode 1 was a landslide. It was a doozy. It wasn't bad. What I'm saying is episode 1 like literally slaps you in the face with all the it feels like each episode is exposition, character. Like it was, I had to watch episode 1 like 6 times because there were so many new characters to get introduced to, not to mention relationships, drama, and talking about things that happened like 20 years ago. So I'm trying to like really keep everything in order about what's happening. But in episode 1, in terms of the first encounter between Lori and Carly, I was curious. So Carly goes into the restroom right as Lori is about to leave. They kind of have a little standoff meeting, if you will. Lori goes in for the lick after taking the phone and putting her number in it. And I'm just like, wait, what? Like, you know, obviously I'm not female, but how did Lori know that Carly was into women? And then fast forward to episode 3, because correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe we saw either of these young ladies in episode 2. But Carly's going to Lori's place just to tell her that I'm not interested in you. Lori goes in for the, you know, the lip-on-lip interaction, and Carly's phone goes off and it's her dad. So I think one thing for future encounters, let's say that Carly cuts her phone off. Like the first time they met, you know, Carly was on her phone as she was going into the restroom, so it was unlocked, hence why Lori was able to take the phone and put her number in it. Then you get to this episode where her phone goes off, and Lori takes the phone and then pretends to talk to her father. And then they sit on the couch, and it's like, look, this is our little secret. I would never do anything to hurt you. And I'm just like, first of all, Lori, this is episode 3. And we've kind of, this is way too good to be true. Like, trust and believe, like, you know, I'm weak. Like, you know, her accent and the way she was posing at the door and everything. I don't know if I could have been a Carly in that situation and said I wasn't interested. I would have been lying to her face. And being a communications major herself, I'm pretty sure she can see my poker face. But remember, I was a communications major as well, so I know how to put on a false front. But I think that when you think about it, I really do believe that Lori's trying to manipulate the Lanchester situation because Stephanie and Titus are going at it in the courtroom and going at each other in bed or in the bathtub in each other's minds. Because in episode 1, Stephanie imagined Titus in the tub with her. And then in episode 3, Titus imagined, you know, putting his fingers through her hair. And then he kind of got up and left from that. But I think that Lori is truly trying to manipulate Carly because she's impressionable, obviously hiding her true sexual preferences from her parents, who are trying to pawn her off with what was it, Khalil, I believe was the name of the young man they're trying to set up Carly with in order to manipulate a business deal with his parents. I think that maybe, and I know one thing I said I wouldn't do is compare the show to the Haves and the Have-Nots, because this is a Will Packer show, while the Haves and the Have-Nots is Tyler Perry. So it's okay when I compare the Haves and the Have-Nots to If Loving You Is Wrong. But I think that the Haves and the Have-Nots was definitely my training ground. Guys, I've been reviewing this show for 6 years, so when it comes to watching other programs that are drama focused, I really do get into overthinking review mode, so I'm able to follow the story. So I do think that for me, simplistically, I think Lori is trying to infiltrate the Lanchester Carlisle family by going through their daughter, kind of like Candace Young did when it came to infiltrating Jim's family. Remember, she did her homework, finding out everything about Jim, his family and everything, and found out that the way to get to Jim is through his daughter, Amanda. Remember, they became best buddies in law school and everything. And then they ended up living together, and then that's how she ended up, you know, getting closer to Jim and blackmailing him and whatnot. What if Lori did her own research on Carly, and then that's how she found out about her, you know, interest in other women, and then she knows that's the way to get to, you know, the Carlisle family. Maybe she's going to blackmail Carly. It's like, look, if you don't do what I say or this or that, I'm going to tell your mom, I'm going to tell your parents about, you know, how you don't like men. I think that might be her angle. But then based off the preview in the next episode, where it looks like Stephanie is slapping Lori in the face, because I'm guessing that she might have walked in on Carly and Lori going at it. Stephanie is going to be the next Veronica. You wait and watch. But I do think that, do you think that Lori is genuinely into Carly? Or do you think that it's a situation where she's manipulating her in order to get what she wants? Once again, public relations manager. Yeah, I think she knows what she wants, and it's not Carly. Is what Carly is what Carly represents in regards to getting to the Lanchester family. I mean, is this like a? And I'm not trying to make fun of, you know, the quote unquote secret lovers thing, but it's like a, not a Romeo and Juliet, but a Juliet and Juliet scenario where you have two young lovers from opposing families. I mean, the Purfoys are really trying to not get whooped by the Carlisle family in court, specifically by Stephanie. If I'm not mistaken, one of their daughters, Tracy, died from an opioid overdose or because of her addiction, if I'm not mistaken. So there's a personal stake in why they want to just bury the Purfoys in court. So I can definitely see how, you know, Lori would be tasked with pulling out all the stops. I mean, when you really think about it, Lori and Stephanie are very similar. Both are, look, I know Robin Givens is 54, but I'm not ashamed to say young women, because, you know, Robin still looks amazing. She really, even after all these years, she has this daddy's girl persona that she can pull off well. Like in episode 1, where she's trying to justify why she should be the head of the family company. It literally sounded like, you know, a young woman fresh out of college with some years of experience under her belt, but not enough to make her parents believe that she's ready to take on the empire, if you will. So I really do feel like, once again, I want to make a have and have not reference. Veronica and Candace are kind of alike. Obviously, an older Veronica, of course, is like an older Candace, but with years of experience, while Candace is ambitious, no pun intended, but kind of rough around the edges. Lori and Stephanie are, and it's funny how I was doing this video really doing a Carly and Lori focused video, but the more I dive into their characters, the more I realize that Stephanie and Lori would probably get along very well. And that goes back to the haves and the have-nots, where, you know, Veronica hinted at, you know, her son Jeffrey being with a nice young girl like Candace, but, you know, specifically not you. And it's kind of like, well, ironically enough, you know, Lori is trying to get with Stephanie's daughter, but I do feel like it's for a bigger goal. I mean, I feel like Carly is just a stepping stone, if you will, to get to what she really wants. And I mean, we saw the scene in this last episode, episode 3, where Lori confronts her father about, you know, Titus, and how, you know, this is her company that she'll be taking over one day. And I really do feel that Lori and Stephanie are very alike. So I feel like when it comes down to it, personally speaking, I think that Lori is only manipulating Carly for her own gains. I think she did her research, because maybe that was, look, I know it's season 1, the show's trying to find its footing, but 3 episodes in, I think it's very good. But maybe episode 1, I'm really questioning how Lori identified Carly as someone who liked women. I don't know. I still think she did her homework on Carly before making that first move, because she said, oh, at last we meet. So I don't know. I personally think that Lori has a hidden agenda. Very attractive. I love the accent and the way she's portrayed on the show. And like I said before, being someone who has a degree in advertising and public relation, I definitely get where she's coming from, especially being stubborn when it comes to people critiquing your creation. You know, like for Titus to just come in and take everything, I could definitely see where her anger and her resentment comes from. Trust me, I'm kind of the same way myself. But hey, I'm self-aware of my character flaws, if you will. But sometimes, you know, it's better to, it depends on how you take criticism, as opposed to feeling like it's a personal attack. Because Titus was making the right move, because due to the public outcry against opioid addiction, and you're working at a company which is producing them, yeah, being unapologetic is probably not the best thing to do. So I actually can relate to Lori in a sense now. I mean, because I feel like I understand her character. Rondell is still my personal favorite character. In terms of relatability, I think Lori is someone I can actually connect with due to the education I got. And then when it comes to Stephanie, I'm really liking her more and more each episode. Now, I haven't formed full opinions on characters like Evan or Titus or Amara just yet. Remember, we're only 3 episodes in, but I think that I'm going to enjoy this ride with this show Ambitions. And if you are hesitant about starting the show because, you know, it's like, just another drama or just another series where you have women just stabbing each other in the back to get what they want, I give the show more credit than that. I definitely suggest, if you have not checked out Ambitions, like I said earlier in the video, make sure you go to the OWN YouTube channel. The 3 episodes are up there. Check them out. You won't regret it. Personally, they got a thumbs up from me. And I think that since Greenleaf is coming back September 3rd, I'm willing to suspect that I'm willing to suspect that Ambitions will wrap up maybe the first season. I don't know how many episodes are in this season. I don't know if they're going to take like a mid-season finale break, or, you know, season 1 is going to be like 13 episodes. I think that's a great way for me, because once again, as a content creator, it's a way for me to switch up the content on the channel. You know, like, oh, when Ambitions goes off, then I'll flip over to Greenleaf and start talking about that. Not sure of the dates for like the Oval and Sisters on BET, but the time will come when the time comes. But for everyone out there, let me go ahead and pull up my Instagram here because I want to give shout outs to Carly and Lori because I think they do a great job with their roles. I believe that Christina Kirkman portrays Lori, and Kayla Brianna Smith plays Carly. So be sure to follow them on social media. I got to give a special shout out to the Ambitions cast. They've shown the post I've made on Instagram and Twitter a lot of love. You know, they're not shy when it comes to commenting, liking, retweeting, and everything. So hopefully if this video, you know, gets some traction, that would be great, because that's why I'm kind of switching things up based on the attention these videos get. That really does motivate me to do more Ambition videos. So be on the lookout. I will be doing episode reviews. I have a few more discussion videos I want to get done, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Can we trust Lori? Can Carly trust Lori? Do you think this is a power move to get back at the Carlisle family? And honestly, after talking about this video topic out loud, I really think that Stephanie and Lori are almost one and the same, obviously different generations, but I really do like the combination. Hopefully we'll see them go at each other in the next episode, and like I said, based on that preview, it looks like we're going to get just that. So if you are new to the channel, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button as well as the bell notification icon. Reaching 100,000 subscribers is the long-term goal. Let's see if we can make that happen by September. And on top of that, I hope everyone has a wonderful 4th of July. I know it sucks for some people who have to work, whether it be the full day or just part of the day. But in any case, just thank you to everyone who has served or is currently serving in our armed forces. Let this be a day where we celebrate our independence, but at the same time, let's not forget those who fought in order for us to be free. But I hope everyone has a wonderful day. It is Thursday. It feels like a Friday. Yeah, I think that's because the majority of my folks are off of work right now. So yeah, I'm actually trying to get my mom to watch Ambitions now. She said she hasn't watched it yet, but I mentioned YouTube and she is going to pull it up later today. I'm not ashamed to say it, but we're watching Hallmark Christmas movies right now, and actually I think she's watching The Price is Right. I said, you know what, I got to take a moment, record some videos, because people are blowing up my inbox about Ambitions and the haves and the have-nots. So don't worry, this isn't cutting into family time or anything, because heck, I know I've watched 3 Hallmark movies today. I don't feel like that diminishes my man points, but at the same time, you know, I ain't gonna lie, they're cheesy but addicting. It's almost like a Lay's potato chips. I bet you can't eat just one, even though I know how all those movies turn out. But you know, I think I'm segueing. So thanks again for tuning into this video. And yeah, I'm glad that somebody sent me the intro for the Ambitions theme, so that's actually going to be at the opening of these videos. I might do the same outro where it's like, you know, Tyler Perry, Medea, but I might update it for Ambitions and Greenleaf. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm babbling now. Let me stop. I actually need to get at least 2 have and have not videos done before the day is over, and I will talk to you all later. Congratulations on making it to the end of this video. If you like what you just saw, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, or if you have anything you would like to add to the video, make sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. If you want to keep up with me on social media, go to the description box. All of my links for social media are right there. Also, if you feel like you would like to donate to the channel, make sure to click on the link to PayPal. Any amount helps. $1, $5, $20. As a full-time YouTuber, any support from my fans really does mean a lot to me. Finally, make sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification icon. That way you're kept up to date on any new content I post to the channel. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you in the next video.